All right, it's time for the latest from Germany's domestic football league, the Bundesliga, and more. And for that, we are joined by DW Sports Correspondent Kres Harrington from our partner station Deutsche Welle in Berlin, Germany. Now, Kres, you predicted that Bayern versus RB Leipzig would be a very tight fixture. What did we learn from that 3-3 draw?
Well, we learned that I'm always right with my predictions, first off. And secondly, obviously that's a joke. No, we learned that, the best offense and the best defense leads to a firecracker of a match, when it plays out on the pitch. You have to consider how well RB Leipzig is being coached by Julian Nagelsmann. And we do walk away answering the question, can someone challenge Bayern for their crown? The answer is yes. RB Leipzig is that team right now. They're pretty much proving that, Nagelsmann has a history of playing well against Bayern Munich, the best team in the land, and this team didn't disappoint. Actually, they forced Bayern to play catch-up. They contained Robert Lewandowski. That was pretty much a shocking accomplishment. They made, between the posts, Manuel Neuer look like he was Clark Kent, not like he was Superman, in this particular match as well. Julian Nagelsmann and company, definitely they earn a pitch, but I definitely think they earn more because they played with confidence. Especially when you factor in what RB Leipzig have at stake with Manchester United in the Champions League, their need to juggle their lineup and so forth. You could say, they gambled, but then they won the gamble. They definitely looked, they made Bayern look vulnerable in moments, but Bayern definitely had positives. They pick up points, they still lead the top of the table, even though it's very narrow, only by 1 point. The highlight of the Bayern Munich match, in my opinion, was, Musiala. Musiala's, a young kid. He's only 17 years old. Jamal checked in and immediately made a difference, with speed, resilience. And he pulled a goal back for Bayern Munich. And then Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman has been having one hell of a form, in display of excellence lately on the pitch. A hat trick of assists. Thomas Müller, the elder statesman, of the three I've mentioned, ends with the brace. It wasn't the prettiest performance. I think Bayern Munich acknowledged that. Specifically, Thomas Müller acknowledged that after the game, but and then their coach Hansi Flick as well, that it was one thrilling match. I think it's exactly what the Bundesliga needed right now, some kind of, electric match. And I think the best part of it is both teams juggling what they're juggling with different competitions. It didn't have to be that type of a match. What it really showed is that despite the standing, there's something more. There's the bragging rights, the mentality, just the desire to win, is a very common denominator against with both of these teams. And we saw it play out that way. And both teams leave with a little bit. They leave with a point.
Now, elsewhere, Borussia Dortmund's top striker, Erling Haaland, will be sidelined for the rest of the year. How concerned should Dortmund be in terms of their title chances this season?
Well, I think they should be concerned when you factor in how productive Erling Haaland has been. Featured, 14 times for Dortmund this season. He has 17 goals. Look at what he's done in the Champions League with 6 goals. He does make a difference when he's on the pitch at Dortmund. We can't deny that. Even though he was on the pitch, when they lost to Cologne, that was a horrible display from the black and yellows. But they need this youngster on the pitch because he does provide that option and that threat. He causes the defense to plan around what he can do to you. Not having him on the pitch definitely hurts Dortmund. And Dortmund, are lucky they didn't leave the pitch in defeat against Frankfurt. They did leave with the point, but that game could have been lost. I think Erling Haaland, will make a difference in terms of late electricity and then just mentally as well. Dortmund have a lot of fixing to do with the absence of Erling Haaland on that pitch. Maybe they just continually drop down the table. They're not so far off the top right now. All hope is not lost. They look good in the Champions League. I think they'll look a lot better when Erling Haaland returns. The good thing is himself. He went to social media. He's taking photos of himself. He looks fit. He looks healthy to me, and he said he'll be back. So I expect him to be back, and I know his teammates are anxiously awaiting his return.
Kres, what can you tell us about the Champions League this week? We, of course, know Bayern Munich are through, but not every German club has guaranteed their place in the round of 16.
Yeah, well, Gladbach and RB Leipzig, don't haven't punched their ticket quite yet. Gladbach have Real Madrid. We have to wait and see. Real Madrid are in a rut right now. I'm pulling for the German side. The last time the two sides met, it was even 2-2. Hopefully, Gladbach can capitalize on the rut Real Madrid are in right now. Just as a whole, RB Leipzig have a tougher task ahead of them. Manchester United, it's not going to be easy. They have a three-way tie right now, and they're on the bottom end of that three-way tie in their group. So it's win or go home. I do think the fact that they performed so well against the defending champions of the Champions League in Bayern Munich, I think that's definitely, will work in their favor because they could have won that match. And I do think, hopefully, I think that they can get close to their historical achievement last season, because it'll be a shame if they fall so short of that. Julian Nagelsmann, has done well thus far. You could say they've been cheated in some of the matches they've been in up to now in the Champions League. I wish them well, but it should be one hell of a match. They have to bring their A++ game, and hopefully, they're drinking the liquid they need to give them wings, because they'll need them.
As always, Kres, we ask, what else has hit your radar this week?
Well, I know it's a very special day for Delron Buckley. It's his birthday. Today, former Dortmund player, before that Bielefeld, back in his Bielefeld days, he did net a brace against Bayern Munich. And I would like to wish him a happy birthday and just remind him of a memory, he once shared of his playing days at Dortmund. In his second stint at Dortmund, 2007-8, following a match, the fans, the 80,000 fans on hand, sung him happy birthday. It was his 30th birthday. He talked about how it gave him goosebumps. I'm sure it would any person who's standing in the center of that many fans wishing you well on such an important, pivotal birthday for any person, the 30th. In that season as well, he talked about playing in the German Cup final, albeit in defeat. They lost to Bayern Munich, but after that match, he did switch his jersey with Ronaldo, and it was a real positive, Roberto, and it was a real positive memory, that he shared in combination with his birthday. So, salute to him and his family.
Happiest of birthdays to Delron Buckley. And as always, thank you very much for the Bundesliga update. DW Sports Correspondent Kres Harrington from our partner station Deutsche Welle in Berlin. Have a fantastic day further.
Thank you. Cheers.